All right, this is the February 9th Newcastle Select Board meeting, calling to order. Is there any changes to the agenda? Nope, hearing none. Previous meeting minutes, January 26th.
I will move that we approve the minutes of January 26th as presented.
I'll second that.
Yeah, any changes, discussion, comments?
I didn't see anything.
Hearing nothing, we'll take a vote. All those in favor? Motion passes 5 members. Okay, public comments not on the agenda. Anybody? Katie? Katie, can you, just for the record, can you just state who you are, where you live?
I'm Katie Huntington. I live down the road on River Road here, 651. And I'm local cyclist and walker for the PSAP, for the Pedestrian Safety and Accessibility Collaborative. You folks have kindly in the town office made available the maps for walking. And Cal Yates, a retired MD in the local area, to get a wonderful set of 3 different bike rides in the area. And I'd like to offer each of you one of the maps so that you or your friends and your family can take advantage of the wonderful work that he did putting these together. And there are historical clues and ecological clues and fun.
Awesome.
And I'd like to say thank you today. I saw the opportunity to take part in the PPI, which I signed up for, because I think it's really important as we are considering budgets and road work and everything to consider not just our own families, but the whole community, how to bring it together, making it accessible. I mean, I lost one of my neighbors. Gisela Rose, moved back to Germany. I said, Gisela, I'm sorry. Is it okay, Katie? I want to be able to bike safely, comfortably to town. I can't do that here, but I find a cute little foot,
Yeah.
I still bike to town. My husband will bike with me on River Road, but I still. But
Katie, where else can you get your hands on?
I have a whole bunch of them. Would you like some more?
No, I'm just wondering, like, are
Okay, and
they?
they were in a couple different places in town. I had brought some to the town office,
Yeah,
but some at the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay,
And in the summertime, we had them at Round Top. So they just were printed up this last spring, so they're just starting getting them out.
nice.
Great.
Nice.
So
Thank you.
wonderful. Well,
Mike, you all good?
I'm all good.
Thank you.
That's very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Thank you very much.
Good folks. Thanks. Item 5, unfinished business. Staff board committee appointments, Our Wife's Fish Committee. Looks like we have 3 potential interested parties for this, so Roger Wilcox, Ezra Beaver, and Kathy Hughes. How do you want to do this?
I didn't make a recommendation in part because I didn't have information from Ezra. Did respond to me over the weekend, and I provided that context for that response back in the town manager report. Ezra's recently moved here in, I think, 2023, and has extensive experience in environmental science.
Well, and as a alewife harvester.
And has harvested alewives.
I mean, that's
So,
kind of great.
Yeah, that is kind of great.
right, so that's an option. And you also have a longtime resident, Roger Wilcox, who's involved in our finance committee, expressed interest in it as well. And then another individual who, Kathy Hughes, who has been coming here year after year, and is trying to move here year round. So updating a location in Newcastle to become year round eventually. And so they're here from May to September when most of the operation of the committee happens. So I didn't provide a recommendation. I haven't, other than Roger, I haven't met either of the other 2 candidates in person, but yeah, you guys are the ones that get to appoint.
Yeah, no, it's just good how we do this usually. Somebody throws out a name.
I mean, I really appreciate Roger stepping forward, but I think that we can use him on other committees.
Well, it's already
He
on.
already is.
He's already on one, and I think, he's got a lot of knowledge in a lot of fields, and it might be nice to keep his availability open for, public works things or that that sort of thing, not to diminish his volunteerism, but I feel like, having never met, Mr. Beaver, he seems like a really great candidate for that position, just with his knowledge and background. And I don't know how do I nominate? Yeah, I guess I would nominate Ezra Weaver to fill that role.
You don't even need to, just make a motion with the
Yeah.
appointment.
I guess I would move to appoint him in that role. Again, I don't want to diminish anyone else's volunteerism. I think maybe Ms. Hughes would be great for some other, work as well.
My intent, just like what happened with the
Ambulance service.
thank you, we had a couple of candidates or interested parties, keeping those lists and contact information available when other opportunities to volunteer are available.
I'll second the motion and I'll say that the reason it feels so weird to you, Tori, is because we usually never have more than one.
Yeah.
So if someone's willing, we usually say thank you.
Yeah.
And they get the job.
All right, first, motion in a second, any discussion, any further discussion on, Ezra?
To be clear, this is to the Allies Fish Committee.
Yep.
And the term would end June 30th, 2028. So 2-year terms. Yours is till 2027, they're supposed to be.
As part of this nomination, can we ask that he come visit us at one of our meetings, just so we put face to the name?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, Jim would stop, he would come in once a year.
Yeah.
Educate us on revenue, expenses.
Yeah.
That's not would be good. Okay, all those in favor?
Sounds good.
Okay,
How-
motion passes by members.
We won't tell him that, he needs to be there at 4:30 AM to harvest fish.
It's not a requirement of the committee.
I know. Otherwise,
You serve on it.
I'd be dragging
How
myself.
often
down.
are you there at 4:30 in the morning?
Never. 8 maybe, not 4:30.
Okay, moving on to item 6A, special town meeting warrant. So this is a matter of process to explain financials to the voting body of the town and yeah, so we've got a warrant with explanation of our debt, existing interest to be paid on outstanding bonds, additional debt bonds to be assumed, and then potential interest on additional principal bonds. So, pretty simple, but
Yeah.
we'll have this meeting on the 23rd, right? So. Our next regular meeting.
So this is essentially just because we didn't quite follow the letter of the law in voting on these bonds previously. This is just a clerical cleanup.
It is, and it also clarifies a bit more on the Capitol Road, specifically one project. So the amount that we're asking for a second time is less.
Yeah.
And so is the fire truck, because we've now had some more savings. So this assumes a few things. One is that we put another $56,000 into the June budget for the fire truck. This is for $400,000. We have $200,000 in it. We need another 200. We have 200. What am I doing?
No, need another.
We have 200 in there now. The truck was 656.
So we
Putting
need
another
another
50.
400. Putting another 56 in, which means we need another 4.
Thank you.
Yes,
We're gonna put another, so we'll have 256 and we need another $400,000 to pay for the truck in September. Math is a little fuzzy for me right this minute.
so September, we got an estimated delivery.
That's the fall. That's what we're being told. My optimistic hope is in September, but
Okay. So, but in 2026.
2026, that's why we're asking to borrow the money now. And go through the bond process. We've submitted our application to Maine Municipal Bond Bank. It's somewhere just north of 3% right now, so. Or no, I'm sorry, 2%, just
Two point nine.
south of 3%.
There we
It's
go.
like 2.8.
It's been
Wow.
amazing.
So it is critical for us to do this time. We had asked the community twice, or two different times, one for the fire truck in March of 2024, and then we asked in June of 2025 for the larger capital roads needs. What we neglected to include was basically a financial statement explaining what the interest amounts would be. So that wasn't included in, under the bond question, and because of that, bond council has told us those were nice to ask, but they're null and void when it comes to bonding. So this is essentially like a reset. So I take responsibility for not including that. I was not aware of that state statute.
They wouldn't
But
have the right numbers
I
anyway.
don't know how you
Back
would
then.
know what the interest rate is.
Well, I would have, and that's another clarification in the law. It says that if you propose what the interest rates might be, they don't have to be as accurate as that's what it's gonna be. It just has to be, your full understanding of what the rates are at the time that you request it.
So just to be completely clear, we are not asking the residents at this upcoming special town meeting for additional money.
Correct.
We are asking them to reauthorize previous authorizations.
Yes. Thank you.
And for
That's it.
slightly less.
And for less money.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. That's
I
it.
mean, you're a little hard on yourself, Kevin, because I don't see this as really an oversight. I mean, I don't think we could do it any other way, because we didn't, at the time we took the vote from the town, it was, well, authority for the select board to bond up to a number.
Mhm.
So it could have been whatever number, and I don't know how you create a financial statement on it. I know
The high number.
Well, the high number, sure, but, okay,
Yeah, I asked that clarification with the bond council and they said, you use the number,
Just
that's the
use the
high
high number.
number. Show what that interest would be, and even if you borrow less, it's less interest, it's just.
I take it back, you didn't do your homework.
I'll make the motion to set the warrant as drafted / amended for February 23rd, 2026. Special town meeting starting at 7 p.m. here at the Clayton and Huntley Junior Fire Station, and send notice to Michael Titus to inform the inhabitants of the town of Newcastle of said meeting.
Second. Okay, any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Motion passes by numbers. And item 6B is the Noblesboro Jefferson Transfer Station Agreement, and this is an annual agreement. So we do this every year, so have an increase this year. And therefore, here is the agreement, so the contract issues. Any questions on this?
Glad that the discussion is at least starting to maybe involve the other communities.
I'm hopeful.
On the board.
We'd all benefit if the 5 communities were part of.
Council of Governments.
Yeah.
Watson's.
I can only make a motion to approve the Noblesboro Jefferson Transfer Facility Contract for the calendar year 2026.
Second. Any other discussion?
It went up. Did I read that number and not remember it? How much it went up, or what percentage? Don't worry, it's a budget thing, it's not.
It's a
just-
budget
yeah.
thing, I wanna
Don't
say
worry
it
about
was like 9 or 10%. So what is that?
Yeah.
Like 9 or 10%. Yikes. Okay,
Anything else? All those in favor? Motion passes 5 members and leading us to fiscal warrant. 2026 AP warrant for $51,625.16.
I'll move the warrant.
we need to talk about
I'll
this. I mean,
second.
we can't have a meeting that gets over in like 17 minutes.
We still have
No executive
decision
session.
section that could go forever.
That's true.
No, we're under, I said 20, so we got.
Okay,
You guys stop chatting, we can get this.
Well, I told Peter to be here at 7:33, so.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay, I'm sorry,
One for them.
who moved it?
Ben moved it, I did second it, but
Oh,
it wasn't very.
Alright, so Ben moved it. Thomas seconded it.
Time to kill.
All those in favor?
I like the Harriet Bird electric bill, $1.96. Beats my $375.
Can we, since we have a little bit of time, discuss some of the things that were brought up in the budget?
Why don't we
Is that
move to,
appropriate?
how about we hear the town manager's report and
Oh.
then the future agenda items and.
I just had a quick something to bring up.
Okay, so I'll touch on the manager report. We've launched the Newcastle Downtown Village Public Outreach events. All of the dates are in a link there. The first one is next Tuesday, the 17th. I'm gonna actually open it up to make sure I say exactly right. February 17th at 9 AM here. And the topic is what makes Newcastle feel like Newcastle. There's a lot of explanation in these documents and background, but what we're trying to do is engage with the public. Sort of taking a look back at our dusting off our 2018 comprehensive plan. We do a lot of potential projects in the pipeline for Newcastle. We'd like the residents to be aware of them and then actually help lead that conversation. We've hired Lisa Whited, who's going to assist in the facilitation of this. Michael and Sam have been spearheading it, so I'm sort of on the back burner on this effort. But I'm really excited about it, and I do hope residents come out and participate. We have 3 in person and we have 3 virtual. The in-persons sort of build on each other.
That's gonna be my
We're
question.
hoping.
Don't
we're
come
hoping
to just,
people-
don't pick one.
Don't
try
pick
to
just
come to as
one,
many
come
as you
to
can.
3. The virtuals will essentially be the same question, so pick one or switch between if on the other nights. But we're looking at the 17th for the in-person, 18th Zoom link. So online at 6 PM. Then topic 2, housing that works. So in person will be March 10th at 6 PM at Lincoln Academy. And then online on March 12th at 10 AM. So we're switching around the times, trying to get a mix of what residents and can make and attend. And then topic 3 is neighborhood growth and local vitality. And that's late March, March 26th at noon at the Second Congregational Church, and also online on March 27th. So the dates are all in there. There's a lot of context and information. You can find it on our website and on our new Facebook page. So we've now relaunched a Facebook page. I have a staff member in the office who's very excited about curating information and trying to get it out to the public that way. Yeah, we'll be promoting this event, public outreach event, primarily through our Facebook. People are welcome to reach out and ask questions to staff. Yeah, please.
So did I miss, because I was signing something, the virtual ones are going to be kind of mirrors of the in-person ones, or?
Correct.
Okay,
Yep.
just so people know, they don't have to come to all 6 then.
You don't have to come to 6. And if you come in person for one and then have to switch to virtual for another, totally understand it. But we are asking for RSVPs, not mandatory, not required, but there's a link there if you want to do that. And then so moving on. This Wednesday is our second budget workshop. Workshop agenda is a link within there. We're gonna focus on public services, provider agency funding requests, public safety and debt service. Like I mentioned, the new Facebook page, and then another item was the SCBA request for proposals was posted last Thursday. Thank you to Thomas for helping draft that document, and I guess other members of the fire department who helped to influence it, but I don't think I would have gotten it done in time. We did get this grant back in the fall, so I think September is when we were notified we were been awarded the nearly $140,000. board accepted it in October, and we finally got an RFP out this past Thursday, so thank you again to Thomas for helping us do that. I think the date for submissions is the end of February, February 27th. And President's Day is coming up, that's next Monday, that's offices are closed that day, and observation. And again, the Lynch Road detour, there's more inspection reports in there now. You can see a completely missing culvert at this stage. It's interesting what's happening there with how they've dug so far down that the water is now seeping up every time the tide comes in, so it's a challenge, it's a very challenging site, but continuing to work for. Peter's not.
Kill time with monkeys.
Thank you, Kevin. So, what do you got?
Oh, I just, there was some discussion about which projects to move forward and, you know, capital roads and, today I just took a drive up around Timber Lane. So that was one of the ones we thought maybe we could push off and it's not bad. I mean, I'm sure I'll probably get, you know, some hateful looks from people that live up there, but it's not, you know, it's a very low speed road. And, you know, it's not like there, I don't feel like there's any liability the town's gonna have, like maybe on the sidewalks on this road.
How clear of snow and ice was it?
It was pretty clear.
Okay,
It was pretty good. Yeah, there were no major potholes. There were, you know, there were a couple of bumps.
Yeah.
But nothing like I felt was dangerous. Nothing I felt was gonna open the town up to liability. Whereas we've all walked on that sidewalk,
those are,
Mills Road, and maybe that's a better priority. I don't know, and maybe before, if you guys have time tomorrow before, or Wednesday before our meeting. And, you know, maybe just go take a ride up there and just see what you think. I just feel like it's maybe good to know what we're discussing.
We can't do all the projects,
We
so.
can't do all the projects and, you know, we've had a lot of public input about the Mills Road sidewalk. Even if it's only for a few people, you know, I've walked on it and it's in need of maintenance.
I just didn't know there was a sidewalk on part of it that I was.
Yeah.
walking over.
Yeah, so. Anyhow, I just wanted to bring that up in full session so that everybody maybe has a chance. You know, tomorrow or Wednesday to go do what I did and just see for yourself.
Yeah.
It's you know, it's not great, but it's low speed. And it's not. Not terrible. So, sorry, Timberlane residents. I don't mean
well,
to.
it's not, even if that decision was made, it's not falling off the list, it's on the 5-year.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly, it's just maybe not as pressing.
What do we do? Figure out what the needs are.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, the Mills Road sidewalk is,
it's real bad,
I run through there in the morning when it's dark.
yeah,
Yeah, not this time of year, but I don't even run on that sidewalk, because it's less of a hazard for me to run on the street than it is on the sidewalk.
exactly. And that's why I say like, in terms of liability, what are we opening ourselves up to by
Sure.
maintaining or not maintaining? I don't think anybody could.
Yeah.
Yep.
What, are we going back to capital projects this?
We're gonna touch on
We're
it,
gonna go back to that.
yeah, I think. Gonna amend. Shall put the agenda together, but we always talk about what, you know, the prior meeting
Yeah,
first. Alright, I'll do that right now.
I haven't actually looked at the email from Michelle, what's on the agenda for Wednesday?
Public services, provider agency funding requests, public safety and debt service.
Oh, okay,
It's the lighter of the.
yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Yep. 3.5 minutes of the budget. It's- Shouldn't take too long to review the decision on part of the capital roads, and then the larger conversation about attending more of the budget meetings for the school.
Hey, Kevin, you know, is your, supposed to be here probably at 7:30 or?
7:33 is what I told them,
7:33.
'cause I never give them an exact number.
Oh, okay.
It's just it's
No,
a,
you give him an exact number, not a round.
not, right, I don't round it off, I just give them an exact number.
I was just thinking we could go into executive session. Start discussing,
When he gets here.
and when we get here, then we'll probably
Sure.
throw it to. It's not employees, so it's contractors. We can do
It is
that.
a contract.
So, with that said, motion to go into executive session. Under Title I, Section 405.6.d. Consultation with attorney.
So moved.
Seconded.
And all those in favor? Okay, 7:28.
Excellent.